Welcome to Vertical Football Podcast.
Welcome back. We're diving deep again into the pretty wild world of football transfers.
Always exciting, isn't it? Especially around now.
Definitely. The window buzz is really starting. Deals are being talked about, and clubs.
Yeah.
Well, their makeup could change quite dramatically.
Yeah, shifts in power, potentially.
So today our mission, as always, is to cut through the noise. We've got some source material on one really significant story that seems to be everywhere right now. We want to pull out the key bits of info, the insights from what you've shared.
And that story, based on the analysis we're looking at, it really centers on a young German midfielder and a potential, blockbuster move to the Premier League.
Okay, right. Let's unpack this specific deep dive then. The focus is squarely on these major reports about Florian Wirtz, the German midfielder.
Yeah.
And the strong links with Liverpool. It's about getting past just the headlines, isn't it? Understanding the reported facts, what's supposedly happening.
And maybe why it matters so much right now. Why this one's grabbing the attention.
Exactly. So the information paints a fairly clear picture, doesn't it?
It does. We're talking Florian Wirtz. He's 22, German international, currently at Leverkusen, a name that's, been circulating among top clubs for a bit.
For sure. And the sources we're examining, they suggest Liverpool aren't just like window shopping here. He's described specifically as a key target.
Yeah, that phrase stands out, key target. It implies priority.
It does, not just casual interest. It suggests a real, serious pursuit.
And what really leaps out in the analysis is the financial side, the commitment being reported.
Ah, yes, the money.
Liverpool are apparently understood to have put in a second improved bid.
Okay, so not the first attempt, they went back.
Exactly, and the figure being talked about widely, about 109 meters, including add-ons.
Wow, okay. 109 million.
That number just straight away tells you the scale we're talking about. The ambition, maybe, and the belief they have in this player.
109 million. I mean, even in today's market, for a 22-year-old, that is a staggering sum.
It really is.
It speaks volumes about his perceived talent. Maybe suggests that they see him as, a potential generational player.
Absolutely. But as we know, money isn't always the only thing that closes these deals, is it?
No, rarely is. And this is where the sources suggest it gets really interesting.
Yeah, this situation seems to highlight the growing importance of what the player actually wants. Player preference.
Right.
The reports really emphasize that Wirtz has made his wishes clear about wanting to join Liverpool before next season.
So it's not just speculation about his preference. The sources say he's actually stated it.
That's what's strongly suggested. Not just a passive thing, but quite definitive about where he sees his future.
And that desire, that explicit wish, according to these sources, that's what puts Arne Slot's team in pole position. It sounds like even with that huge fee, maybe the player's choice is the biggest advantage Liverpool has here.
Well, looking at the wider market dynamics in the material, a player wanting a move that much can sometimes overcome other obstacles.
Like competition from other huge clubs.
Exactly. Think about who else would be in for a player like Wirtz. The material points out that Manchester City are no longer in the running.
Oh, interesting. City are out.
Apparently so. And crucially, the reason cited is the cost.
City backing away because of the price. That tells you something about the level we're at here.
It really does. And similarly, Bayern Munich, they also had a strong interest, which might seem like a more, perhaps, natural move geographically.
Yeah, staying in Germany.
But again, the reporting suggests Wirtz's preference for Liverpool could be the deciding factor, maybe even overriding Bayern's significant pull.
So the narrative being presented is Liverpool potentially winning this race.
Or successfully outmaneuvering rivals like Manchester City and Bayern Munich, as the source material puts it, for really top-tier young talent.
So it's a combination then. The massive bid showing intent, but maybe crucially, the player actively pushing for this specific move. That's giving Liverpool the edge.
Seems to be the picture painted by the sources, yeah.
Okay, but let's just step back for a second. Why him? Why this huge fee, this intense competition? What do the sources actually tell us about Florian Wirtz, the player?
Well, his profile, even at just 22, is frankly incredibly impressive. Very mature for his age.
Okay.
He made his debut for Leverkusen when he was just 17, which is remarkable in itself.
17, wow.
And since then, he's already played 197 games for them and scored 57 goals.
197 games.
Yeah.
And 57 goals from midfield.
Yeah.
Before 23.
Exactly. That kind of volume, that kind of output at his age from that position It's exceptional. It tells you how central he's been for Leverkusen for years already.
Talent, obviously, but also durability, perhaps?
It suggests that, yeah. And the sources also highlight a massive recent achievement. He helped Leverkusen win the Bundesliga for the first time in 2024.
Right, the historic title win, breaking the Bayern stranglehold.
And he was apparently a key part of that. So that adds another layer, doesn't it? It's not just potential or nice stats. It's proven ability plus tangible winning experience in a major league, contributing to something huge.
That's a serious credential to have on your CV at 22.
Absolutely. And then there's the international stage, too. He's got 29 appearances and 6 goals for Germany.
So established internationally as well.
Yeah. So put it all together. Huge club experience for his age, proven performer in a top league, a league winner's medal from a historic season, established international, all before he turns 23.
Okay, yeah, when you lay it out like that.
The 109-meter valuation starts to make a bit more sense, doesn't it? It looks like a bet on someone who's already delivered a lot, but probably hasn't even peaked yet.
That mix of youth, experience, and that winning mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see why he'd be a key target.
Definitely.
So, bringing it all together then, what would this transfer mean for Liverpool specifically, beyond just the obvious high financial investment we've talked about?
Well, if it happens, the sources suggest it would be a massive statement signing for the new manager, Arne Slot.
Right, coming in right before his first season properly starts.
Exactly. It immediately signals the club's intent, their backing for him, their willingness to invest heavily to build the squad for his specific era. Sets a marker down.
109-meter marker sends a pretty clear message, I suppose.
It absolutely does. And while the sources don't go deep into tactical fits, obviously bringing in a player with Wirtz's profile.
His stats, his consistency, winning that title.
Yeah, all of that. It's clearly aimed at significantly strengthening the team right now. It suggests Liverpool are targeting someone who can make an immediate difference.
Someone who can maybe help tilt the balance against their big rivals. Premier League, Europe.
Potentially. It feels like bringing in a potential central figure for the team's next phase, doesn't it? A foundational piece, perhaps.
A foundational piece for Slot's, well, maybe rebuild isn't the right word, but evolution of the squad.
Precisely. It seems to align with that strategic goal. Add elite talent that contributes now, but also grows with the team.
Okay, so let's just quickly recap the main points from the source material we've looked at.
Go for it.
We've got Florian Wirtz, 22-year-old German midfielder, amazing track record already, key player in Leverkusen's historic Bundesliga win. Liverpool see him as a key target. They've reportedly made a second bid around the 109-meter mark.
A huge sum.
And maybe the critical factor, according to the reports, is Wirtz himself wanting the move. His clear desire to join Liverpool.
Which potentially helped them get ahead of rivals like Man City and Bayern Munich.
Right. And for Liverpool, it would be a massive financial commitment, but also a huge statement signing for the new manager, Arne Slot, very early in his tenure.
Yeah, the key takeaways are definitely the huge valuation, the power of the player's preference in this deal, Liverpool navigating that tough competition, and Wirtz's profile, young but already so experienced and a winner.
It really does make you think about the transfer market today, doesn't it? This whole situation.
For sure. The dynamics are fascinating.